In 1974, just off the coast of Dover here, a group of divers made an accidental discovery that turned out to be the most important Bronze Age find of all time in British waters.
A group of divers from the local club, of which I was one, we came out here in August 74. Whilst we were out here, we discovered some strange objects. We didn't know what they were at all. My own thoughts were that they were the chocks that they used on the railway lines to fit in the chairs. Anyway, one lad, Simon Stevens, a bit more adventurous than the rest of us, I suppose, he took them to the local museum. And the curator at that time, Mrs. Coveney, said, well, you know what they are, don't you? Haven't got a clue. They're Bronze Age replicas.
In fact, they weren't replicas at all. Later, archaeologists confirmed that they were the real thing, Bronze Age axe heads. What did you think when you heard that?
Well, we thought, well, you know, straight away we're in the money, but no such luck. It was worth more to the archaeological world to study than it was monetary.
Yeah, I mean, very exciting,
wasn't it? Indeed so, because if you think, you know, I and my colleagues were the first people to have touched these for 3,000 years.
It was just sitting there on the surface, and you suddenly pick it up and it's 3,000 years since it's been handled by anybody, and it was a great thrill.
Oh,
and that really got us going then.
Over the next year, more than 400 axe heads were found in all, causing Dover to become a protected site. But why were there so many, and why were they found in such a concentrated area?
They've been identified as coming from northern France, central France, Norway, and the rest of Europe. Now also, a lot of them are deliberately cut, which suggests straight away that it was a scrap man of that era, going round, going abroad, picking up the bronze, to be brought back here, to be melted down, because bronze was the current metal of that age, and to be reused. Start again.
Why should they end up on the bottom of the sea?
It must have been in a bag, and coming in to the shore, it was rough and they were sinking, and they were dumping their cargo over the side to enable them to get ashore. So you'd find a small area, you'd find 10, 15 pieces, and then there'd be a gap, and then there'd be another little group. That's what we thought, that they were actually dropping bagfuls of the stuff over the side.
It's amazing just to imagine, isn't it, all that activity going on 3,000 years ago?
Yes, on this same bit of water.
Archaeologists were excited by the find because it was concrete evidence that trade across the Channel had been taking place since the earliest times, at least 3,000 years ago, even if it was a bit risky. But finds such as this point towards bigger questions. Who were the people who traded across the Channel? How long ago did they come to England? And the biggest question of all, why is there a channel in the first place? The great symbols of our separateness from the continent are the white chalk cliffs which shine out like a beacon across the waves to France. I travelled 50 miles down the coast in 100 million...